pledge
pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll call to order. If there is any additions or changes to the agenda, please announce them at this time.
I have, like to add 2 volunteer coach approvals to the agenda. And they're on your list.
Okay, they're on mine.
Yeah.
Motion? Motion.
I can get it.
Good. Second. And any discussion? All in favor? 5. Elementary school, principal report, Ms. Bud.
All right. So right now we have going on this very minute at the elementary our Title I night and our book fair. That's going on right now, and when I left to come over here, the book fair was absolutely packed. The gym was busy. I mean, it was just a busy place. So hopefully we'll have a good turnout for that. I do want to give a big thank you to Annette Pindell. She is the Title I coordinator, and she plans and organizes this event, does a phenomenal job with it, as well as Megan Wessel is the one that plans and organizes the book fair. So together they do an awesome job, and they spend a lot of out-of-school time, so I do want to recognize them for that. We have done our first I Learn checkpoint. If you remember last year we did the pilot, now this year it's mandatory. The first checkpoint, we did the math and the ELA. Actually, they're finishing up the ELA. So now what the teachers will do is they'll take that data, which we've already started doing, looking at kids that haven't mastered those 3 to 4 skills or standards. We have them split up into small groups, and then we spend extra time trying to help them as we continue teaching the rest of the standards. So we're very fortunate to be able to have extra time. Well, I don't want to say extra time, but we do have time in our day that we can use to do that. We try to manage that. So that is so far going well. Last Wednesday, I believe it was, we had a PTO walkathon. It's called the Eagle Flight. And what this was, PTO had the kids get donations. They got donations, and then after their donations came in, they collected those. And then not just the kids that brought in donations, but everyone was able to go around and walk the track. If they brought donations in, they got a ticket for each lap that they walked, and then there was this big long table with a bunch of staff members' pictures on buckets. They got to put a ticket in the bucket each time they made a lap. The staff member with the most tickets got the pie in the face. There were 4 staff members. It was Mr. Wilhelm, Mr. Hughes, myself, and Miss Bowling. And we took one for the team, and we got the pie in our face. The kids had a ball with it. It was a great event. PTO did a wonderful job organizing it. And I know we've said this before, but they do a phenomenal job supporting us. They did bring in a little over, I don't know the exact number, but it was a little over $8,000 with this fundraiser, and this was the first time they've done it. So that's huge for them. It is kind of replacing. We used to have 2 of the Soapy Joes. We're only having 1 now, so it's kind of replacing that one. So it was a very even trade, and it was a lot less work for them, and the kids had a ball doing it. And they do supply a lot of things for our kids. They are paying for field trips, partially for field trips for us. They pay for treats and things that go on when we have special events. They do special things for the teachers during Teacher Appreciation Week. So they do a lot of things for our school, and we really appreciate them. Also, I know we've talked about, I know Mr. Maple has also talked about the new RISE rubric. So what we have done is we have 3 observations that we're doing. The first round of observations was complete before fall break. We've decided that we were not using this observation as part of the final observations, I guess. We're kind of using this first one as a learning avenue for all of us. We have those finished. I will say for the ones that I did in my building, Jason and I do observations together. Or well, he has some and I do some. I feel like there was some great conversations, probably better conversations that since I've been here as principal, that we've had with our evaluations, just because we're very aware now of the rubric. The rubric is in terms that we understand it, and then it just brought up some great conversations. I feel very comfortable with, what we're doing. It needs tweaked. Obviously, when something's new, it needs tweaked, so there will be some things we're meeting. The RISE rubric committee, I think, meets next week. So we're gonna meet and take that input and see what we can do, to make it better. But I feel very good with what we've seen so far. The thing that I really wanna work on, and I think these conversations will help, is I don't think our test scores represent the hard work that our teachers do. And I want our test scores to represent that, because our teachers do phenomenal things. And they do it whether I'm in there observing or not. So I just wanna help to make that so that people can see the wonderful things we're doing and not just look at a test score.
Right.
So that's really what we're working on, is trying to get our test scores to match what we're doing, because we're doing wonderful things. Fourth grade we have started a few field trips. Fourth grade did their Conner Prairie trip last Friday, and it is an extended trip. And the reason that I really bring that up is because it is an extended trip, and I appreciate the staff members that go on these trips. They go outside their contract time, and they don't ask for anything in exchange. And that's very, I'm very appreciative of that, because it is for the kids and they know it. And it's also a wonderful field trip. The Conner Prairie is one of the best field trips. I remember that as a kid myself. First grade is going to be visiting the Manderley Nursing Home next week. Next week. They have been invited, they invite them every year to do kind of a trick-or-treating, but they're trick-or-treating at the Manderley, and then the residents get to pass out treats and things to the kids. So the residents absolutely love it, and of course the kids do too. So that's gonna happen next week with our first grade. And then really the only other thing I have is our next early dismissal is coming up this Wednesday. We have Bonnie Kelly coming in. She's actually retired, semi-retired right now, but she has a lot of expertise with curriculum. Well, she has a lot of expertise in a lot of educational things, but curriculum is also one of her expertise. We have her coming in to talk to our teachers about the pacing guides that we started last year and that we've been continuing working on. So she's gonna come in now and kind of help us through that next stage of what that looks like with our pacing guides. So we're looking forward to that, to see, what the teachers have worked hard on, what they've done so far. And what I don't like is we do something and then we stop and then we're done. So now at least the teachers know we're not just doing something, stopping and done. We're gonna continue and make it work.
Good.
That's all I have.
Good. Thanks.
All right, thank you. And pass along the thank yous too on the great job of PTO and all of them that get together. It's great. Patrons' comments. The board appreciates attendance at our meetings and is interested in what our patrons have to say. At this time, we're going to open the floor for comments. If you have anything you would like to share with us regarding the action items, please stand and be recognized under the Neolia policy PO 0167.3. You'll have 3 minutes to state your comments. Anybody? No? Okay. Moving on. Action items. It is recommended the board approve the September 22nd, 2025 budget hearing minutes and regular session meeting minutes. Dan? Second. Tiff? Any discussion? All in favor? 5. It is recommended the board approve payroll and other claims for October 2025. Motion? Deb? Second? Mike? Any discussion? All in favor? 5. It is recommended the board approve the 2006 budget and plans as advertised for the following funds: education, operations, debt services, rainy day, bus replacement plan, and the CPF plan. Motion? Mike, second. Dan? Discussion?
So this is just, we kind of went through this last meeting. This is just that second vote, but basically everything's posted in the newspaper and on our website and stuff like that. So this, our budget for 2026.
Okay. Anyone else? All in favor? 5. It is recommended the board approve the 2026-2027 school calendar as presented. Motion? Deb, second. Was Tiff?
Yeah.
Any discussion?
I'll just go over a little bit about the calendar. There's always so many ways to fit those days in, so we look at when the holidays are and what the Career Center does and other kind of local districts and try and come up with a plan. We sent out a survey to the teachers. I think we sent 4 different examples out. We had a wide variety of responses and comments and trying to come up with something here. So just some of the highlights is one of the big changes. Right now we do those 2-hour early dismissal days. And so we looked at, is that the best way to get professional development? Because we need to get it. So we've made a switch for 26-27, which will be getting rid of the 2-hour early dismissals, but we will have 2 full days of PD for the staff, where the kids will be doing e-learning asynchronous, which is not having to get online and do those. So it gives us the same amount of hours, but I think we can get more done in 1 full day. So, but we've pretty much followed the Career Center as far as fall break and spring break, and they pretty much mirror up with what we did this year and what it'll look like next year. So pretty similar.
Okay. Any further discussion on that? All in favor? 5. It is recommended the board approve the appointment of Trent Smith as volunteer JV varsity basketball coach for boys. Motion? Tiff, second. Dan, any discussion?
So these next 3 are just, we wanted to make sure we get approval for anybody working with students, I know, which is a little different from in the past. So, so these are just volunteer coaches. They're not part of the ECA or anything like that. So we've done background checks, and Mr. Stone's talked to them, and the coaches have requested them. So, yep.
Good. Any more discussion? All in favor? 5. It is recommended the board approve the appointment of Avery Nickengard as volunteer middle school cheer coach. Motion? Deb, second. Dan? Any discussion? All right, all in favor? 5. It is recommended the board approve the appointment of Deb Erdl as volunteer high school cheer coach. Motion? Tiff, second. Dan? Discussion? All in favor? 5. Some informational news. Jim Rose resignation of route bus driver. He will remain on our sub-bus list. Richard Hendrickson, resignation as high school aide. And Kenneth Bowling, resignation as middle school baseball coach. After that, superintendent's report.
Just a few things tonight. The construction projects were coming to a close, which is hard to believe. Seems like it's been going on for a while, but also fast at the same time. So the high school gym pretty much is complete. Around October 27th, they'll install the new bleacher seats down by the stage area, and that'll pretty much wrap up the high school project for the gym. The auxiliary gym is going to be finished in the next few weeks, is the plan. They're working on the floor right now, the wood floor. They've started pouring concrete, getting ready for paving out back, so the next 3 weeks or so, that'll be wrapped up, and we'll plan on doing some kind of open house and letting people come in and see it. But of course, basketball is going to start soon, so there'll be a lot of people seeing it then too. So, yep, so it's exciting. The negotiations are underway with the Teachers Association, so I just wanted to bring that up. Things are going well. We had a meeting last week and one a couple weeks before that. So I think things will be finalized here fairly soon is the hope. And after those are ratified, we will announce raises for the classified and administrators and everybody else. So things are kind of getting wrapped up on that front as well, which is good. We're going to also finalize an e-learning plan in the next few weeks just to get ready for that winter weather, which none of us probably wants, but it's coming quicker than what we want. So once that plan is approved by the board, we'll send that out to all the parents and things like that, so they kind of know what's going on. But that'll be happening pretty soon as well. And then just one other little thing here is we are finishing up a new digital mapping of campus, which really kind of ties into our safety side. We just had a meeting today where we kind of got to see what that map looks like and how we can add things. But just to give you an idea, every room is numbered on a digital map that'll be tied to rescue services, to the police department, so that'll make that easier for them to kind of know where things are at. And it also has everything listed, like every camera is listed on the digital map, every fire extinguisher, every AED. So there's a lot of information on those, and we can change those as we go. And also even put things like, hey, we've got if there was an emergency response, we can actually put things on the map, download those, print them off. So like, here's a rallying area for rescue services or whatever. So it's pretty neat, pretty interactive, and it'll, I think, help just kind of update the way things are here. So,
Cool.
yep, that's all I have.
Thank you. All right, board comments. Really don't have anything other than the school's looking beautiful, hearing good things. Just a great tour tonight. Pretty happy. That's all I got, Mike.
I don't really have anything either.
I don't have anything except to piggyback off you. I mean, walking through tonight and looking at everything, it's exciting. So I'm excited to see how the public responds once everybody gets in here and sees it, and really got a good facelift. So thank you to all the people who worked so diligently and hard on these projects, and for everybody on the inside of the building being patient, because construction is not always fun, but it looks really good. So thank you.
Good? Deb?
I'm good.
All right. Our next meeting, the next regular meeting of the Jac-Cen-Del School Board of Trustees will be held on Monday, November 17th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the Jac-Cen-Del High School Library. Need a motion to adjourn? Tiff, second? Dan? Discussion?